Hello, Bill.
Well, hello, Beverly. I'm Bill. That's Bev. And what we're going to do today is talk about that tree behind us. And a few other things. Okay. Bev,
Yes.
what's the significance of that tree?
So this tree and the stockings that you can't see hanging behind it, maybe you can, it's just our last Christmas in this house because we are putting it up for sale in January. So if anyone needs a house in Olympia that's in the best location ever, might need a few updates. This is it. Before we list it with a realtor.
So why are we selling the house, Bev?
We are selling it so we don't have the pressure of having a house on our trips, on our forays into the unknown.
Bev's about to be 62. Happy birthday early, Beverly, on the 20th of December.
Yep.
I'm 74. I am an old human being, okay?
He said that when he was 62.
There's so many reasons for this, but the bottom line is there's things that we want to do with our lives that have nothing to do with mowing a lawn or repairing a washer or repainting a house. We want to get on with life.
So we talked about that in another video as to why we're doing it.
We've paid our dues. I've worked for over 50 years. She's worked her rear, well, she didn't work it off, but her rear end's smaller than when she started. Well, that's beside the point, okay? But there's things we want to do, guys. I don't want to live, I refuse to live in a retirement community, okay? I refuse to spend all my time in this house fixing things. And I'm just going to go, I'm not going to go quietly into the night. So there's things I want to see, and there's things she wants to do, and so we're going to do it. So the house is for sale.
Yep. I want adventures. And so we have, so this is our last hurrah in the house. These are ornaments from when my kids were small until they left the house. And everything, all the pictures in the house are down. It's very blank on the walls. We're starting to just give everything away to Habitat for Humanity and Goodwill or Value Village, whatever. Give it away to people because we want the freedom when we're on the road to just experience it with all the ups and downs. Kind of like the PCT. You just do it and then you see what you can do. And live with the consequences.
We've talked about this for a long time. Like 3 or 4 years ago, we started talking about living in a tiny home.
Yeah.
Downsizing, living in a tiny home. Then we talked about living in a tiny home community. And then we talked about living in an RV in a park. That's beside the point. But we finally got to the point where Bev announced that she wanted to try the Pacific Crest Trail, try hiking.
And he was like, yeah, do it.
All for it. Super. Let's get an RV. I'll follow you while you hike the trail. I'll resupply you, whatever. And while I do that, we'll get a feel for RV life.
Yeah.
I'll get a feel for what it's like to live on the road.
With 2 dogs.
With 2 dogs. And, then we'll be able to make a little better decision what we do after that.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about, she starts March 19th. And then we're talking about 6 months on the road. Our diving into this lifestyle.
We are diving.
Is going to be 6 months. We're gone.
PCT.
Big mess.
His phone. Oh, shout out to my daughter. I just spilled the tea, but this is tea. I don't drink coffee. She made this for me. Mom, tea please. And underneath.
Hopefully my phone is working when we get done with this, because it's now a tea holder.
Yep. Anyway, so the thing that we're doing now is experimenting with life and selling this house that's been with me for over 20 years, the longest I've ever lived anywhere, the only house I've ever owned. And then we owned it together. And it's been a lifesaver, but it's time to experience life. I've struggled and raised kids and done so much all my life, but now I want to adventure. I wanted to hike all my life. Not that I haven't done it in small doses, but that's where I want to be. And so get rid of everything. I remember my poor kids. I used to tell them, yeah, when you guys are out of the house, no more dogs, no more animals. I'm selling everything. But then I met Bill, so I didn't sell everything. Now I'm selling everything, and we have 2 dogs.
Yeah, so we're cutting the ties.
Cutting the ties.
And you know, I was gonna say there's no safety net. I mean, there is a safety net.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be broke while we're doing this. We're both gonna have retirement funds and whatever. And I still make some money as a freelance writer, but we're gonna do that while we're doing something else. You know.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to see
Yeah.
the country and do traveling. So this will be the first part of it. For 6 months, we'll be traveling from California to Washington. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe at the end of the Pacific Crest Trail, we'll find out we don't want to live on the road. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have had my fill of taking care of dogs from remote campsites. I don't know. I have no idea. But the point is, there's no way of knowing until we do it. Right?
Yeah, true. And then my desire is to actually live small. So I have my own bus, and when I'm not out on the road with him, I'll be with my kids. Maybe visiting my dad in Colville, visiting my kids and hanging out with them. Of course, we're going to have to separate dogs because he doesn't want to take 2 dogs. I don't want to take 2 dogs. And then we'll meet up. Maybe we'll go to a Ragbri.
Ooh, yeah. Iowa, here we come. Ragbri.
PCT. Oh, there goes it. Oh, whoops, again.
Honest to God, she did it again. Okay.
Anyway, so everything's going, and our whole lives are changing dramatically.
Are we afraid?
Well, we're not like, nothing's gonna go wrong. We're not like that. We're
There
like,
is
okay.
trepidation.
There is trepidation.
Okay. Can't be more honest than this.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the unknown. We've always had the security of a home.
Yeah.
I've lived in a home for since I was 5. You know, it's like yeah. We've always had a home. That's your safety net. That's where we won't have one. Home is going to be where we are.
That's a safety net.
Yeah.
Having the attitude.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always the unknown that people get concerned about. And I admit, I've got concerns too. Not big enough to keep me from doing it, but I worry that we'll blow an engine in a bus.
That's the big worry. Kind of like, for me, it's a Mount San Jacinto is my first like anxiety on the trail. It's not something to make me stop, but then off the trail it's breaking down.
It's like, yeah, you find yourself 20 miles from the nearest town in a national forest,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the bus won't start. It's like, I ain't Mr. Mechanic. Okay, just changing a tire on a bus is enough to make me lose sleep. But we're going to try. There's no way of knowing unless we just fight through it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm the Jimmy rigger. I'll try to fix it. I'll use baling. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'll use baling twine and
Duct tape. Yeah.
Wrenches and just crank it over. Okay, hit it hard.
And I'll stand 10 feet behind her and go, "You go, Bev! Yeah! Girl power!
Whoa, man power.
Whoa, man!"
Whoa, man. That's more than a man. That's a whoa, man.
So yeah, we're worried. We're not worried.
No.
But there's concern.
There's trepidation.
Be an idiot if we weren't.
Changes
concerned
everything.
a bit.
No mailbox anymore. What do you do? Well, we're finding out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else changes?
Everything. Literally everything. It's like where do you start? When you don't have a home, when you're just traveling on the road,
That's our home.
you know, you don't know where things are. You don't know what to do when problems arise. Just everything changes.
Everything changes.
So, and you know what? That's exciting.
That's exciting.
It's
Yes.
exciting.
Yes.
When we come back here and Bev wants to see her kids for a while, where is she going to stay? We don't even have that answer. You know, she'll probably park on property at one of the kids'
With freedom.
home.
My bus freedom.
And I'll take my bus or whatever I'm going to be in and go off again because Iowa's calling me. But
Iowa.
I don't know. I don't know where she's going to park her bus. I don't know how long it takes to get to Iowa. I don't even know how much it costs to live on the road.
Gas.
Okay? But we're going to do it because I'm not going to go lay down and slip into the sunset without having tried some of these things I've always wanted to do. I've got to do it.
We will not go quietly into the night.
Just like she has to try the Pacific Crest Trail. It's something, if she doesn't do it now, she's never going to do it.
Call it a bucket list.
And if I don't do this now, get out and see the country and live free without having to worry about these stupid taking care of a home chores, I just need to do it.
I think he's bored.
And she needs to do it. There's so many, she spent her entire life raising kids and working 2 and 3 jobs. And it's like, it's time, boy. It's time. This may not work out, but it's time. Time to find out.
I need the woods.
So you can follow us.
The road.
You can follow us on YouTube. I hope you do. And subscribe. Just hit a button. Doesn't cost anything.
But on.
Yeah.
But
just
on.
hit it. Hit the subscribe button.
But off.
To our patrons, thank you so much for supporting us. We're going to try to kick out at least a video a week. I'd like to do a couple a week, but once we get into it, I'll set up a schedule so you'll know. And I want to have live question and answers, and we'll try to do that at some point in time. So, anything else?
No, you're going to be really busy.
Busy.
Good luck.
But loving it. Loving it. So, leave comments. Tell us what you think. Leave comments. If you wanna, if you'd like me to pay you a visit, fine.
Sure, he has all the time.
If you're like in Sioux Falls, where's Sioux Falls?
Idaho?
No,
Iowa?
South Dakota. If you're in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or I got Sioux City. Or if you're in Sioux City, Iowa.
Okay.
And you say, hey, Bill, I'd like you to come and visit us.
Maybe he'll visit you.
I'm there, baby.
With Maggie.
With Maggie. In the bus. Okay?
The bus.
The bus. I don't have a name for my bus. She's got a cool name for her bus.
He doesn't have his bus yet.
And everything's cool. Leave comments. Love comments. Love to answer your comments.
You can leave love comments.
And hey, if you wanted to be a patron, you can find us on Patreon. Patreon under As We Wonder. So $3 a month minimum. No, that's cost of a mocha. Whatever. We appreciate you just watching. Anything else, Beth?
Let me think.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Toodles,
From
poodles.
Olympia. Toodles. And before I forget, thank you to our patrons. We appreciate you greatly. Let me show you our tree while I'm here. Yes, you can do it all. Other than this short video, the rest of the video was taken by, this is to answer a question somebody asked. The rest of the video was taken by the GoPro Hero 10 Black. So I will leave a link down in the description in case it's something you're interested in. Again, thank you, everybody.